Hello everyone, I'm down here. Can you see me? Okay, so today is Chinese New Year. So I thought we would have a look and find out all about Chinese New Year, okay? So let's see what happens. So it's in a country called China, and China is a country in the northeast of Asia. It has got the largest population. That means it's got the most people living there in the world. Do you know how many people live in China? 1.3 billion people. That's even more than 100, even more than 1,000, even more than 1,000,000. Over 1 billion people live in China. Okay, it's got a capital city called Beijing. Okay, so Beijing is the capital of China. Does anybody know the capital of England? It's London, isn't it? London is the capital of England. Okay, so in the north of China, it's got lots of mountains and it snows a lot of the time on those mountains, nearly all year. In the south, it's very hot. So in the north, if it snows, do you think it's hot? No, it's cold. But in the south, it's very hot and it's filled with jungles. Okay, so people speak a different language in China. Most people speak Mandarin. There's some Cantonese and some other languages, but most people speak Mandarin. And in China, one of their favorite foods is rice, and they eat rice with nearly every meal. Okay, so Chinese New Year is always in January or February. Can you remember which month we're in now? That's right, we're in February. So when it is Chinese New Year, this is what they do. Can you see them in their house? Can you see what the man's doing? Over here, can you see him? What's the dad doing? That's right, he's cleaning up. So people spring clean their houses and their gardens to sweep away any bad luck. So the boy, he looks like he's tidying his toys away. What's the girl doing? She's popping on her shoes. Maybe she's going outside to tidy up the garden. And then they put decorations on their houses. They decorate them with paper scrolls and lanterns, and they write good luck messages. So that's a nice thing to do, isn't it? To write a message saying good luck. Just before New Year, so on New Year's Eve, the families all sit together. Can you see what they're doing? They're eating, they're having a meal, and they stay up until midnight. That's the middle of the night. And they set off fireworks. So tonight, no, in fact, last night you might have heard some fireworks because last night was New Year's Eve and today is New Year's Day for China, isn't it? So they let off some fireworks and have a nice meal. On New Year's Day, it is very exciting. When the children wake up, they find a red envelope filled with money and sweets under their pillow. Who would like to find a red envelope with money and sweets under your pillow? It would be very good, wouldn't it? Everyone in the family starts the day with brand new clothes from head to toe. So they all have new clothes. How lovely. That's a bit like when it's Eid. We often wear new clothes. And at Christmas, sometimes we wear new clothes or some special clothes, don't we? Now, a very popular colour for clothes is red because they think that red is a lucky colour. Red and gold are lucky colours in China. So remember that the children have a red envelope and they wear red clothes. And what they do when they wake up and it's New Year's Day, they all go to the temple, okay, to worship the gods and to welcome in the Chinese New Year. And then they all get together and have a lovely family banquet. That is where you've got lots of different food. it says each family has their own special dish which they prepare for the banquet. So they all bring a different bit of food. It's like when we have a party. Everyone brings a bit of different food and they all sit and eat it. Now, it's not just for one day at Chinese New Year, it's for 2 whole weeks. And on the second day, the Chinese believe that all dogs have a birthday. So on the second day, the dogs all get some special food. I think the dogs would like that, wouldn't they? Okay, so when they celebrate, they throw some firecrackers and they eat some dumplings, some really nice dumplings. On the 15th day of the celebrations, that's the last day, they have a lantern festival. Can you see these children making lanterns just here? They have to cut the paper and then they turn them into a lantern. If you've got some paper at home, I'll post some instructions for how to make a lantern later on. Okay. And also on the last day, they eat some rice dumplings. And then they all go out into the street and they have a lantern festival. And there's dragon dancing and lion parades in the street. Can you see someone's made a really big dragon? And they're carrying it along and everybody is watching and they're having a lovely time. Fantastic. Okay, so let's see what you can remember. I'll give you a bit of a quiz. Can you remember how do the Chinese people get ready for Chinese New Year? What do they do? Do they make the house all messy? No, what do? They clean it up. Well done. Okay, so they clean the house inside and out. Well done. And they decorate the house. What do they decorate the house with? Paper scrolls and lanterns. And they write some messages. Which messages do they write? Well done. Good luck messages. Okay, the night before Chinese New Year, on New Year's Eve, what do they do? What do they do with their families? That's right. They have a little feast, don't they? They have a family meal. They all sit round and eat. And they stay up very late. Can you remember what time? Until 12 o'clock, until midnight, the middle of the night. And in the middle of the night, they set off fireworks. Well done. Okay, the next day when the children wake up, what do they find under their pillow? Envelopes. Well done. Which colour envelopes? Red, because red is their lucky colour. Well done. Red envelopes. What's inside the envelopes? 2 things, money and sweets. What a lovely gift. And then do they put on their old clothes? They have some new clothes from head to toe. And what colour are those clothes often? That's right, they're often red again, aren't they? Because red is their lucky colour, red and gold. Okay, so then they go, can you remember where they go? To the temple. And once they've been to the temple, they go with their family to have a big banquet. Well done. And then at the end of Chinese New Year, when it's the Lantern Festival, what do? They stand in the street and they watch the dragon dance, don't they? And people make a big dragon and they all watch it go past. Fantastic. Excellent. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for listening.